is going on, man? Is this a witch hunt for the boy? Is this a witch hunt at this point? Nah, it's not a witch hunt. It's just when people see you down, when people see weakness, when people feel like, oh, a lot of people are willing to stand opposite from you. Like people like to follow when they see other people doing it. You know, all those 20v1, it becomes that much more impactful at this point. You thought it was just a whole bunch of people that said, hey, you mess with my girl, or you in the way, or we tired of you being number one, and then they all come out and rap against you. It becomes more than that. It becomes a gateway. It becomes a monkey see, monkey do. People that wouldn't play with you before, they're gonna mess with you now. People that wouldn't talk about you before, they're gonna talk about you now. People that wouldn't dish you before, they're gonna dish you now. That's how it goes in this world. And typically, the ones that can't step out there and say, I got a problem with you, I don't like you, or I want to expose you, typically, the ones that just do that on their own accord when they want, however they want, regardless if the whole world's rocking with you. He could be on tour, he could be fresh off a classic album, he could be in the middle of the song of the summer, and they come out and say, I got a problem with you. Those tend to be the realer ones. Tend to be. The monkey see, monkey do shit is lame. But here's the thing. Not just the where there's smoke, there's fire, like with the allegations and the L's that he's been taking recently. You see this with everything. You see it with Diddy. People then came out with accusations, people then come out with lawsuits, then it's like the floodgate is open. Drake is now the same thing. For every single person that called him lame or said he's this or said he's that, when it comes to the industry, they ain't play with him. No, we ain't see all of that. We ain't see all of this. That's what this shit is coming from. And I know y'all gonna start thinking sooner or later on this channel, ARP must be like the biggest Kendrick fan. No, I'm just calling a spade a spade. This is all residual effects from the Kendrick battle. Tell me I'm wrong. We didn't expect all of this. Getting exposed left, right, and even the joint just now coming out with Sexy Red. They put it under a different microscope. If that was just a random song that dropped, people would have been like, all right, cool, verse from Drake and Sexy Red. She's trash on the song. She couldn't rap or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But just another song that came out. Drake helping somebody out with a feature. Now it gets the extra like, yo, this is horrible because they're like, how could you come out with that right now? How dare you come out with that right now? J. Cole's going through the same thing. The song that he just dropped, right? Nobody likes it, but it gets the extra wave of criticism because the last time we was really all talking about you, it was during that apology thing, and you had dropped a beef song and all of that, right? A diss track. This is all what Drake is going through. And this reference track, and let's start there too. This reference track. I don't care about this industry terminology for what it is when you have help on any level. I don't care about it. It's a reference track. And what what reference means is you're supposed to reference the layout and some of the lyrics and the cadence and the beat. And then you go into the booth and you kind of recycle and remix a couple things or whatever. I don't care nothing about that reference thing. And Michael Jackson then had help in certain regards. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that even some of the beef between Prince fans and Michael Jackson fans? Right? There's so many of your favorite rappers, favorite singers, favorite artists that had help. There's different forms of help. You got the help where it's just like, yeah, you see that line right there? I don't know. If it was me, I probably would just, elevate my tone when I say it. Okay, all right, let me try to say it while I'm screaming, or let me lower my voice. You see that bar right there? Instead of saying, you did this when you was on a date with Shorty, I would say, yo, you went here with Shorty. All right, you know what? It does sound a little bit better. Yo, you see that slang word you use right there? That's a little old school, man. I switched that up. I would say like some more new age. This one word right here, if you just change it from this to that, it made the line go crazy. You know what? You're right. And I guess we can't really have beef about that, let alone it's probably happened to every single rapper. I mean, Jay-Z, God level. Memphis Bleak, Memphis Bleak level, right? Maybe they was even in a fucking booth one time and Bleak said, yo, you want to know what? You should say this right here. And Jay said, you want to know what, youngin'? You right. So fucking what? right? It happens a million fucking times. Imagine what we don't know about. But when you start taking the cadence, taking the whole flow, taking the whole idea, taking a whole bridge, um, um, lyrics, full bars, full ideas, we got to draw the lines here. And this is what I don't like to see people do. I'm not just it's not just a Drake thing. Of course, because Drake's name is associated post all this Kendrick beef, it's big news. So we're here talking about it. But I feel like this for all rappers. For all rappers. Okay. I'm consistent like this. I feel like when you draw the line with how you rank an artist, you got to put them on one side of the gate or the other. There is no in between. There is no gray. If you can do that, then you're always going to have an out for the person. What do I mean by that? The people that would be on some old, well, here's the thing, for a certain type of tracks where we just hear Drake barring out, barring out, barring out. I got problems if I find out that he ain't rap that. But no, if it's melody or if he's singing or whatever, I mean, R&B artists get away with it, so I'm cool with it. I know Usher ain't write all his own lyrics. I know Beyonce ain't write all her own lyrics. Michael, whoever, we got to draw the line. You got to pick a side. You got to pick a side. Now, how about when you're a rapper that engages in battle rap, rap beefs, rap wars? Speaking of Drake, that's who we're here talking about, right? He just did melodies in the midst of going back with one of the best rappers in the world. Some people will argue that Kendrick is the best rapper in the world. He just did melodies in there. We wasn't singing along. Drop, 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 drop a 50 bag for the mob in the spot. Speaking of mob, right? Mob ties. Drop a 50 bag Oh, I was really, really trying to keep it PG. I was really, really trying to keep it PG. In the AG. I used a million man like easy. Really been to set my nigga YG. You know who really been this? My nigga Chuck T. You know who even better set CB. Right? Right? Melodies in the middle, dead stop in the middle of a diss track. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna say, okay, while you're in the middle of writing and beefing with Kendrick Lamar, you know what we're gonna let you do? We're gonna let you do that whole drop, 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 drop thing that was given to you by this person over here in the corner. But when you start the actual rapping where there's no melody to your rap, you got to write that yourself. No, nobody would have been like, okay, it's cool. If we find out that the melody part of Family Ties, right, is not written by Drake, what are y'all gonna say? Pick a side of the gate. Can you write or can't you write? Drake fans, I'm a Drake fan too. You have to pick a side. We have to call a spade a spade. Let's be real. Drake is an amazing artist. He could have wrote 90% of his lyrics for all I know and for all I care. When I put on a Drake album, I want to hear some good music, some shit that make me change moods, move, dance. Even when he come with some tough shit, cool, I'll take all of that from him because it's just my fucking entertainment, man. I don't got no personal tie to what the motherfucker really does behind the scenes. He just probably made $50 million off of the beef alone. Okay? Let's be real. Sorry, it's true. I don't got no personal stock in that. But I can't sit here and watch all of y'all switch up based on, pick and choose based on what piece of the song. If you're an R&B artist, I think we all believe that at this point. Put them over there. They could do whatever the fuck they want. Rappers, especially rappers that want to argue and fight for the top spot. I'm the top rapper, big threes, and how could you be in a discussion of this industry term now, reference track? I'm not giving that shit a pass. I don't give a fuck what terminology y'all throw at me. You can't be both. You know who's a great example of that to me? Y'all get mad at me, but I'll get on here and I'll fucking do a whole listen party with y'all of like Toronto 3 and some of his other mixtapes. Tory Lanez is a better rapper than a lot of your favorite rappers. Yes, I said it. I ain't gonna say no names because then y'all gonna argue with me all day. Tory Lanez is a ridiculous rapper. But what category do y'all put him in? Probably y'all have him more as like a singer more than anything, right? He sings his ass. He's a super talented guy, man. Tory Lanez. If I find out that Tory Lanez isn't writing any piece of his shit. Because when he goes back and forth between rapping and singing and all that, I'm just like, yo, this guy's talented. He's through the fucking roof. I'm giving him that credit. That's what helps us rank these rappers. Their originality, their image, their story, their believability, their creativity. This helps us rank them. When I put on Nas, I gave you power, and I'm, oh, yo, this nigga is rapping from the perspective of being a hammer. And we sitting there listening to that album like, oh shit, he did that. Right? We give credit for this type of shit. So when we find out that it wasn't your idea, or it wasn't your words, or it wasn't your bars, we have to take the same credit back. Why y'all want it both ways? Why y'all want to stand on both sides of the gate? It's okay, Drake fans. It's okay. We can love Drake as an artist. But the line is, you can't be going for the top rapper. If I find this out about Jay-Z, Nas, any of this shit, I'm gonna take the same stance. The same stance. You can't just switch it. When Drake is rapping and his voice is regular, but then when he gets up to this part and he turns on the melody for a second, he's allowed not to write that. Shut the fuck up. No, no. And that's the thing. When you're number one and when you want to fight for the top spot and beef over the top spot and go, the man had a rap battle with Common. This is a known pure lyricist. If you're going to engage in wars like that, in battles like that, you just went back and forth with Kendrick Lamar. If you're going to be doing that, we have to class. I don't give a fuck what even Drake would classify himself. He could say, I'm just a pop star out here making my billions of dollars, putting my songs together. If you're going to go back and forth with Common, I'm putting you in a certain bucket. You are a hip hop lyricist. You are a true rapper, a true artist. And ain't no over these times right here, it's okay. And these times over here, it's not. Pick a side. I got the reference track up here on my screen. I don't need to play it. Most of y'all heard it already. It's not even that long of what I would play anyway. The mob tie shit. I just took it off the screen just now. Play it for what? Play it for what? Y'all already heard it. Y'all already know what's going on. Y'all know the original song, and y'all know what's going around with this guy Vori. And Academics, Jesus Christ, listen. I've got a bunch of streams where I've tried to give Academics his credit, and I'm just like, yo, the fact that he admit publicly his bias gives him back credibility. But Academics, man, it's like now I'm starting to get a little bit sick of the bias. There's a little bit of cock buffing that's happening at this point, and some people would still say I'm being nice, and I'm not. Y'all know me. I don't really talk disrespectful towards people, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. I take it back if it was intended like that. I apologize. I'm a grown man. I don't want nobody calling me a cock buffer. So I don't want to call another man a cock buffer. Let me use better terminology. I apologize, everybody. I don't want to give off that energy. I want to set a good example. But Jesus Christ, your bias is fucking killing us. You're killing us. You're finding a way to sweep up anything for fucking Drake at this point. And Academics is one of the top media outlets. So we can't be listening to bullshit. You can't be spreading that shit. Like, come on, we got to keep it 100. We got to keep it 100. If I find out one of my favorite rappers ain't right the shit, I got to wear the shit. No? Motherfuckers cleaning up everything. Oh, nah, I feel like, the Meet the Grams and or the last song that Drake did, what it was really about was like, I'll get back to the beef when you start telling the truth. People, sorry, it's true. You know what pisses me off about that? You know what really, really pisses me off about that? And I know we all went through the whole beef already. We all enjoyed the back and forth and all the songs we got out of Kendrick and Drake, the biggest rap battle of history, right? When you consider all the views and everything and the impact and social media and all this shit. But Drake was the first person in the rap battle to bring up pedophile shit. Anybody listen to Taylor Made when he was doing Pac's voice? Talk about him with underage. Heard it on the Joe Budden podcast. It's got to be true. Come on, go get him. We didn't even hear from Kendrick yet. We didn't get Euphoria yet or nothing. He rapped that himself while he was on Taylor Made begging Kendrick to come outside. So for everybody out there that wants to call it a fucking lie, Drake asked him to rap about it. Drake predicted the angle because this shit's been out on him for over a year. There's documentaries 8 months old online about him and young women and young girls. I'm not trying to say put that on his jacket, but it's been there. So fucking Drake predicted it before Kendrick even came outside. And he asked him to rap about it. So the motherfucker did. And he shot you in the fucking gut with it. So now you're going to get to the last track in your shit and complain? Yo, are we crazy? Am I wrong? What are we doing here? And that's the thing, because I want to put the stripes on Drake and be like, nah, he's a rapper. He's a lyricist. He's a creative. He's an artiste. So if he want to go back and forth with Jay-Z, so be it. If he want to go back and forth with one of the best rappers of all time, Joe Budden, so be it. If he want to get in the ring with Common, so be it. If he want to send shots at Kendrick Lamar or Jake or whoever, let him go. I put that on his jacket too. I give him that respect. But then you want me to jump on the other side of the gate and say like, oh, but in these situations, it's cool for this other person over here to give him a reference track. Get the fuck out of here. Drop. Drop a 50 bag for the mob in the spot. Oh, I was really, really trying to keep it PG. I was really, really trying to keep it PG. It's okay if somebody wrote that part right there. But once you start, you know who really banged it? Our nigga Chuck T. Oh, he got to start writing at that point. Shut the fuck up. Tired of y'all niggas, B. Oh, shit. Yo, what's wrong with y'all out there? Yo, the Drake, listen. I've seen super fans before. I really, really have. For every major rapper and artist. Go watch footage from Michael Jackson's concerts, grown men standing in the front of the fucking stage passing out. I don't even want to say in today's YouTube world what I call that guy. You saw another man on stage. Oh, Michael. And you passed the fuck out? Really? Everybody got fucking fans, B. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got super fans. I get it. Got people that look up to you, that marvel in you, that idolize you, that want to be you, that people that are staying online for 5 hours or 5 days to get an autograph or stand outside your hotel for a whole weekend to get a picture of you walking out the front door. Like, these people exist. You know what I'm saying? You ever hear the fucking song Stand by Eminem? That shit is real. I'm not saying that particular story is real, but people acting like that is real. It's fucking real. It's dead fucking real. And I get it. There's people out here that want to fuss and fight and defend Kendrick with their last fucking drop of blood, and they want to defend Drake with their last drop of blood. Cool. But you gotta get to at least a point where you're willing to at least not lie to yourself, maybe. Interpret a fact. You know those people out there that say 1 + 1 = 4? Really? That I'm seeing a lot of that at this point. You got people that still arguing that Drake won the battle. Right? Drake has lost the battle. He's lost the war. The only thing that he could win at this point is like some other shit behind the scenes that we don't know. Like if Kendrick comes out and says, off of the battle alone, I made 30 million. And Drake came out and said, ha, I made 100 million. Like he wins some shit like that, I guess. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? And don't think that I'm the type of person, like this is like what academics is waiting for. That's gonna let Drake drop a single that's a smash hit and put that with the fucking battle. Ha ha, he got a hit song. It's been having hit songs ever since we knew him. That's what we expected, Drake. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna dance to it. I'm gonna ask the DJ to put it on, all that type of shit, just like the next person. But the battle, it's over. It's lost. And this continued shit just shows the effects of the battle. People putting out reference tracks on him. People disliking the fuck out of the video for him and Sexy Red's feature. You My Everything. trash ass fucking song. He had the nerve to come outside on that shit. And he's trying to come. I see him on stage with 21 Savage and all that type of shit. And the man can't fucking buy a moment. He does that. You know what I'm saying? I heard that they can kick the DJ out of some club or something in Toronto because he put on the Kendrick shit, the undeniable bop of the summer. He's trying to rebound here. And then this happens. People playing with you left and right. Could it be the person Kendrick said is in your fucking camp? Could it be a million people that have access to his material, his moments, or whatever? This is what 2018, right? This Scorpion shit. They don't give a fuck. They playing with him now. It's like, oh, we could all get at Drake now. Kanye was right in that interview, I guess. Daylight Road charged up and back to back. Yo, Daylight is my fucking guy, but you always got to take anything Daylight says with a grain of salt. If somebody puts the black and white truth in front of me or facts in front of me of that, I will accept it, and I'm like, damn. I think if there was proof of that, it would be viral all over the place at this point. People would be I think something like that is just like, little conspiracies, a little talk or whatever. And a nigga like, yeah, be careful with Daylight. A nigga like Daylight, he's an editor. He's a great editor. Like he could make pictures, he could make videos. He made old promotion videos of him flying through the sky and it looked great. He looked like Superman for real. He's got pictures where his feet look like hands. And there's idiots online that really be like, oh my God, he really is crazy. He really is some alien. Like that's how good he is with his editing. And he's also very good with his stories. So, you gotta be careful with Daylight. But if that comes out as super, super truth with facts and everything, they're gonna kill Drake for that too. And Daylight is a writer's writer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be shocked at all because that's what's fucked up now about this Drake shit too. What's fucked up about it is now all your bops, all your hits, all your people got to question like what part of it is you? How much of this is somebody else? How much help did you get? Like people got to question that now. They probably already were. You know what I'm saying? Because the ghostwriting shit ain't new for Drake, but things subside, they get swept under the rug. You got new shit that comes out or whatever, and people forget or whatever. But this Kendrick shit got everything under a microscope. So you bring some ghostwriting or some reference track shit up right now. I bet you now people are gonna do simple shit like start going through his old album credits and looking for the name Vorian or looking for certain people or the weekend and yo, you want to know what? I think that whole melody ain't his. Like that's what people are doing right now. And that's what's gonna keep happening. It's just like the Diddy shit. You got people coming out with 15-year-old text messages about Diddy. It's just open season type shit. Some of it is gonna be bullshit, some of it is gonna be real. And that's what Drake is dealing with right now. That's what fucking Drake is. He could wake up any moment and somebody got something to say about him. And it might be true, it might be false, but it got legs immediately. It got legs. The moment that you talk about something in Drake's direction that has already had some truth to it from the past or has some smoke around it already, they're gonna automatically light the fire on it. They're gonna automatically light the fire on it. And y'all Drake fans is really gonna keep trying to tell me that Drake won the battle. We ain't even hear nothing. You see how Drake is like trying to come back outside now? The Sexy Red shit, which was like an ultimate fail. He comes out on stage with 21 Savage. Now you got this shit. Like Kendrick to me is somebody tell me what's going on with Kendrick. He's still a fucking ghost. He's still a ghost. You know what I'm saying? He don't need to do shit, but it's still a ghost. I don't know what Kendrick has done other than buy a $30-40 million house ever since the beef. Real shit. I can't tell you nothing that I heard that came across my social media, my timeline, or my desk. And y'all want to sit here and try to tell me who won the fucking battle. Got people like academics talking about, well, no, we just waiting for the truth. Well, I ain't getting no fucking verification or no video footage that Kendrick beat up his wife. It's a battle. Now we want to wait for truth when Drake is the one that asked for the shit to be rapped about on Taylor Made. And then Kendrick did it. He said, no problem. Meet the grams, fucker. Oh shit. Yo, is fucked up out there right now for the homie, man. I'm really looking forward to some good Drake music, but reference tracks, ghostwriting, allegations, or whatever, that's the summer that Drake also has to navigate. Sorry, it's true.